All right, all right. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. It's 9:21 a.m. Good morning to you. All right, you see the title. We're gonna get right into it. Uh, yeah. We got a three-part video today. We're gonna start off with Adam Sandler birthday. Um, he's everybody know Adam Sandler, the Water Boy from his production company is Happy Madison. Um, you know, Adam Sandler is like been around damn near 20 years, and his collection of movie is all iconic. Grown ups. Did you know he was one of the he started generally when I noticed him was on the Cosby Show. He was one of Theo Hustable, one of his boys at school, one of his classmates, and of course he went on to be a Saturday Night Live fixture on the show, and from there he just took off. It was like unexpected, and but generally, if you want Saturday Night Live in any capacity, nothing but great things come from that. Because if you're not funny, if you're not a great writer, or if you don't do nothing well, they not gonna hire you. So basically, when you move on, if you got a great relationship with everybody, they won't blackball you. They'll put their support around you, and you good money, and shoot, you know, uh, uh, I just seen no, I seen his me and my son seen his last movie with Kevin Garnett in it, where he was like a compulsive gambler, and he wound up getting shot at the end of the movie. That was a good intense movie, and you know it took you to in the world of a compulsive gambler, and what that person risks putting his life on the line and whatnot, and you pawning rings and you owing people money and they chasing you all around. And it's crazy. That was a good movie. I want to say it was Gems, but just look up Adam Sandler with Kevin Garnett in it, because Kevin Garnett played a big role in the movie. Far as the core of the movie was about him, Adam Sandler betting on Kevin Garnett in one of his championship games, and it I don't want to spoil it for you. So go ahead and check that out. But it was a good movie, So I'm gonna leave it at that. Then you got this I'm listening to fight. What is it? Fight. What is it, man? Let me look at that. I keep it's a show called Busted Open, but Fight Nation is the channel, which is 156. 156. You know what I'm saying? Fight Nation. And I listened to a show called Busted Open, and that's on Sirius XM. So they had this guy named Troy Snyder on there. No, Todd Snyder. and he is a journalist, but he grew up in the gym with his dad being a boxer trainer. So he wrote and authored a book called Beatboxing, and the whole core of his book is how intertwining and similar that boxing and the rap culture, how similar it is, coming from the background. A lot of the rappers, the core originators from back in the day, or even up to today, rappers really come from the inner city, mostly, most of them. I say 90%. So when these rhymes and raps are so aggressive, but it's because they're reflecting where they come from, and he was relating how when kids came in the gym and learned how to box, they were mostly at risk kids that were kicked out of school. They had behavior problems, so that was an outlet, And then he is relating in the book how they play rap music in the gym, So he grew up loving hip hop, and he's a Caucasian young man, and I want to say he's Irish, or he might be Italian, and I think he grew up, I want to say, in Long Island or maybe New Jersey. Let me read some of his background. In beatboxing, Todd Snyder uncovers unique connection between hip hop and sweet science, which is boxing, tracing a grassroots culture movement from its origins in the South Bronx. So he grew up in New York, in the Bronx, okay, to its explosion across the globe and ultimately into the charged environment of the prize ring. Hip hop changed the fight game. So that's the basis of his book right there. And I heard the whole interview, and it was very interesting. I said I need to speak on that today and give him some light. Todd Snyder, y'all. And matter of fact, his book comes out today. So, what I'm saying, it's on all digital platforms. So even myself, I'm gonna take a look at it and and support it because I love boxing and MMA, wrestling, everything, So it's very much a treat to listen to the Fight Nation station every day, on my drive to work, coming home, So that's my thing right now. I'm getting into knowing the names of wrestlers and MMA, it's a big deal, to me. Um, then we're gonna go into, well, we actually doing it now. We're going into Kevin Samuels, and I actually listened to like 3 videos of his last night, and I just feel like he gives some good advice, and you know, I'm assuming he's some kind of relationship therapist, or is he speaking from experience? When you're 50 years old and you've been out in the world living life, you have genuine knowledge of the world, from dating, marriage, and so forth, going through different relationships. And I'm one that, I I'm not no skilled therapist or, basically with, no degrees behind me knowing what I know about dating and life, marriages, or being married. I'm married twice. I'm on my second marriage, you know. So, and I done dated a lot of ladies over the years, in my lifetime, because I was, a party goer. So I encountered a lot of relationships, friendships. So I think just from experience, I'm qualified to speak on relationships and advise, no, and being able to advice to folks that need it, like myself. You know, the younger generation, my kids, I advise them whatever you prepared to do for someone, whatever you're capable of doing for someone, make sure it's reciprocated. That's the basics right there. If you can stick to that, you know, you won't be used and abused, and you won't be taken advantage of. I just feel like when you deal with somebody that is not capable of treating you like you treat them. For instance, say like you a college student or you young in your 20s or 19, 20, you know, you got a car, you got a job. I just feel it don't make sense to deal with somebody and saying you're in a relationship if this person is not capable of picking you up because they don't have a car or they can't take you to the movies and a nice Fridays dinner in the movie, came by, just because they don't have a job. You know, you're someone with resources and they just existing. They not putting in no kind of work unless they wealthy, they got some money, or they living off their parents or something. They giving them money or they driving their car. That's great and that's cool. But if you're looking for a partner to participate in the relationship and you looking at them to say, okay, you got to look down the line and say, if I marry this person, is this person going to be a good partner? You know, and if they not working and if they don't have a car and just don't have nothing going on that you got going on, you wasting your time. And it's not going to end well, and then once it's over, you're going to feel like you've been used, and it's not a good feeling. I know, you know what I'm saying? So, um, one thing I keep when I watch these Kevin Samuels videos, he always asks, you know, what are you bringing to the table? He say, do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Yes. How many kids you want? One lady said 5, and the other one said 2 kids. So he said, well, do you want to work and help take care of the family, or you want to be taken care of? Where you want to live in the world, north, south, east, west. He said, the first lady said, well, I live in the west, but I'm from the south, so I want to go home and raise my family. So he said, well, how much a man got to be making to take care of you and 5 kids? So that's 7 of you guys. So realistically, this man got to make at least maybe 300 to 500,000 to take care of you guys, and that money will take care of you down south in Atlanta, anywhere in the south. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah. But he said, okay, so why would a man earning and in demand like that want you? What are you bringing to the table? And they pretty much can't answer that, and it's like he let them have to figure it out because it's simple. What are you bringing to the table? Meaning, he just need to. I mean, it's kind of irritating because he don't tell them, but he want them to understand that you're not qualified to get the man that you feel you supposed to have. You're out of your circumferences. You're dreaming and you thinking you're gonna get a high earning man, and one, you're not a high earner yourself. You know, you probably working at Staples, and you think some wealthy or well-to-do man is going to come and scoop you up. So let's just get to